Period-on-period comparisons are one of the most widely used analytics measures, and this is used in all types of data, from demographic data through to financial data. But what I see finance teams doing with period-on-period comparison is building these complex Excels and Sheets models when they don't have to. This can be all done in SQL with a window function, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So there's a couple of steps with SQL Flux analysis. The first is to group the data into the appropriate aggregation. Then we need to decide on the window for the flux calculation. What are we comparing on and when? Then we need to write the window function. This is a lag function to surface the previous periods. And finally, we use a subquery or CTE for the calculations. The complex thing with this is the window function. In this case, we're using a lag window function. So this is going to take the last total sales figure before the one we're presenting in the line, and we're presenting that in a window to take that from, and this is the over here. So we're doing that over, partition by month and category name, and all this is going to do is for this month and this category name pull the last one, and we're going to order that by year. So essentially this will take the prior year figure, and then we can use that figure to do a calculation later. So this is the data set I'm going to use for the example. What I want to take here is sales in dollars and category, and I want to take the date because I want to get the previous month for each category. We're going to use year as well. So this is just a look at the category names and the sales in dollars raw data. There's millions of rows of data in this, and I'll just give you a look at the first 10 rows of this raw data. So there's a date, a sale in dollars, and a category name in here. And most people would take this data and pivot it up in Excel or Sheets, and that's not what we're going to be doing here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to extract the month and year out of this. That's what we're going to use for the lag function and categorization. And then we're going to group this, and we're going to get a sum of sales in dollars. So what this does is this has changed our table from about 27 million to 8,000, and then I want to wrap this in a CTE. So this is with data as. So all this does is this is just defining an intermediate query here, and then from this intermediate query, which is now called data, I'm going to take my rows from that, because you need to group it before we apply the window function. So I have the intermediate query here, and now I am going to do my window function. So I've got a month, year, category name, sales, and then this is my window function here. So lag in sales 1 over partition by category name, order by month and year. So it's that category name, and I'm looking for the previous month here, and I'm going to take that from my CTE, and I'm going to call that prior month sales. So this will take the last sales figure here. So you can see here I've got the first month 2012, and then the second month is taking that figure into the next row. So you can see this figure is going down here. There's nothing for the first one because there is no month to look up, and it's doing that for the second one as well. This lag 1 can be changed to anything you want. So I could take the fourth last one. So instead of the first last one here, the lag is taking the fourth last one here, and all the way down you can see this is taking 4 months previous. This video is brought to you by DataCamp. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of online learning, and DataCamp is my go-to platform for really mastering data skills. It's where I've sharpened a lot of my own SQL skills. They've got an SQL fundamentals track that takes you from writing your first query all the way to joins, subqueries, and window functions. All hands-on with the ability to write code directly in the browser. No setups, no installs, just straight SQL coding to sharpen your skill. What I love most about DataCamp is that you're literally coding in the browser window from day one. You're not just passively watching videos. That makes a huge difference when learning SQL as a beginner or intermediate. Once you're ready, you can demonstrate your skills by taking DataCamp's SQL Associate Certificate, which is recognized by employers. SQL is still the #1 requirement hiring managers look for in data roles. Having a recognized certificate makes a huge difference when applying for roles. I'll leave the link to DataCamp in the description. Now back to the video. I could do a year here by taking 12 months previous if I wanted to do it this way, and I could take the 2012 data into the 2013 data line. But there's an easier way to do this. So if I introduce month into the partition, it looks up the month category pair, and then I just have to look up the last one, which will pull in the year. So you can see it's the same result here. I'm looking up the previous year, and then that's coming in my 2013 data. If I wanted to get the previous year and the previous month in the same line, I can bring in multiple window functions into the same query. So you can see here, I've got the sales, I've got the previous month sales and the previous year sales where they are available. The next thing I want to do is I want to turn that window function query into another CTE. So I've got my first CTE here, which is monthly data. Then the calc lag is what we were looking at before. That's another intermediate query that will happen straight after the first one. And then my select statement is going to introduce a calculation now because I want to get the percentage out as well. I'm nearly there. There's no point in leaving it there and doing the last bit in Excel or Sheets. So what I want to do is I want to bring everything in and then I want to do a calculation here. I'm using a safe divide here to avoid dividing by 0, and I'm doing a calculation here to bring in the Flux percentage, right? So I've got my current sales, I've got my prior sales, and then I've got the difference between them brought out all in the SQL query. And this is my final query that can be taken into a connected sheet into Looker Studio, or just pull it out into a Google Sheet. And in the Google Sheet, all we have to do is just convert that into a percentage. And now I have my Flux analysis without all that other work. And all you need really is the concept of this, because don't forget it is 2026 where I can write SQL with a query from Gemini. So I can just transform this query and I can just say add the year and year calculation to this query, and it will go back and write everything I need to bring both the year and the month along with the calculations. And when I run this, I'm gonna get my year, month, and both my year, month percentages. So the important thing here is the concept. If you get stuck on the code, Gemini can help you out. I hope you found this video useful. Follow for more.